What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Baker Bunch. I'm Nisha.
I'm Tay.
So on today's video, we're going to be doing another Marriage Monday, which I'm so excited about. On this week, we're going to be talking about roles in marriage. We're going to talk about traditional roles, and then we're going to talk about modern day marriages, and then we're going to tell you what we feel like our marriage is. So if you guys are interested in seeing this video, make sure that you guys give it a huge thumbs up. Make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button to join the family. And let's get started. What do you think of traditional marriages?
Traditional
And then,
marriages?
sorry, just FYI, if you guys hear something, Tamir, he's right here. So,
I feel like with traditional marriages, I feel like the husband work, the wife stay at home, clean, cook, take care of the kids. I feel like with today's society and marriage, I feel like you work as a team, because everything became like so expensive now to live. Like I feel like you have to work as a team. Like my mom and dad, they worked as a team. My grandparents, my nana stayed home, my grandfather worked. So it's like times has changed, roles have changed. People still work like the old days, like the man work and the wife stay at home. But in my opinion, I feel like you have to work as a team.
okay. Yeah, so I feel like, kind of like what Tayari said, traditionally, I feel like the man works, he goes out, he's the breadwinner, he's head of the household. The woman is the housemaker, so she cooks, cleans, she does her things at home, she takes care of the children, provide, and basically holds it all together. Now I feel like traditionally some people could look at that as a bad thing, and I don't feel like that's a bad thing at all. If you still have a more traditional marriage in these day and time, then I feel like that's fine. You know, so back to what we were saying, there is nothing wrong with a traditional marriage. And some people may kind of like shun down on it, but if a traditional marriage works for you where the husband is the breadwinner, he goes to work, and then you take care of home and the children and responsibilities, I feel like both of those are jobs. People kind of look at stay-at-home moms as though all they do is lounge, but a stay-at-home mom is a huge, or dad is a huge responsibility. It's like a whole, it's a lot. You're juggling what's going on at home, taking care of the home, paying bills, taking care of the kids, cooking. That's like a chef, accountant, daycare worker, all kind of things all in one. So if you are in a traditional marriage with traditional roles, that's fine.
Right.
The other type of marriage is more of a modern day marriage, which, like Tayari was explaining, kind of like how his parents were, and kind of what we're kind of going to talk about, like what our marriage is specifically. But overall, more modern is like more like a team effort, which traditionally is a team effort too.
Right.
But the roles can be reversed. Sometimes the woman goes to work where the man stays home.
Right.
And or both parents are going to work, and the child's in daycare or with their grandparents. Yes. So I feel like there are different roles. However, I feel like what works best is when you realize what the role is, because I feel like in order for a marriage to be successful, each partner needs to be happy in their role that they're in.
Right.
So, for example, I guess we could talk about what our marriage is.
Shouldn't be no ego type thing. Like,
Or I'm the man, I'm the woman. Like, no. So, okay, so in our example, yeah, I agree. In our example of our marriage, I love this look, by the way. So in our marriage, we are a little bit more of a modern day marriage, I feel like, in the sense of Tayari is the man, duh. He is the husband, duh.
Right.
But he's not the sole breadwinner. He does bring in finances, but as far as like leaving the home and working, that's my role. That's what I do.
Right.
But it works out. Like when we first had Tamir, I stayed at home for about 4 or 5 months.
Yep.
Maybe a little bit longer. Okay, so when we first had Tamir, I stayed at home with him, and I was a stay-at-home mom while Tayari worked.
Right.
And then maybe like 6 or 7 months, I started school, and Tayari decided, so Tayari stayed at home with Tamir. Thank you, man.
Right. I stayed at home with Tamir.
And then I went to school. So
she's in school.
because we decided, like, we didn't want, okay, first of all, where we live, we don't really have that much support. but also we were afraid of daycare. Like I don't
Daycare,
really,
babysitters. Like,
yeah,
I don't want nobody touching on my son.
yeah.
And he can't
Tell us, communicate
what's
what,
going
yeah.
on.
So, or if he's being mistreated or whatever. And then towards the end of last year in December, Tamir turned like 15 months. That's when I started working. So, and it took time until I already understood, like for me, like I knew I wanted to finish my degree. So I enrolled back in school once Tamir got like kind of set. And even though he was still breastfeeding, like it was okay for me to leave the house for like an hour or two and come back home. And then as I started working more, as I started working more, I kind of feel like it helped transition him from breastfeeding, especially when I started getting more hours. I started working like more like 8-hour days and all of that. No more. Yeah. So saying all that to say that though I am more of the worker, breadwinner, whatever, from outside of the house, I feel like it doesn't take away from Te'Ari still being the man. Like we kind of have, I know what we were talking about. Yeah, so just because I work outside the home and Te'Ari's here with the baby does not mean that Te'Ari is not the man and does not wear the pants in the relationship. Also, I feel like it's not even more so like Te'Ari is the man and I put down my feet, but it's more like we have like, the Bible talks about being equally yoked. And we feel like I put in 100%, Te'Ari puts in 100%, and that we are equal. That it's not like I'm less.
Hey, leave that alone.
So like I was talking about before, I had to answer another phone call, is being equally yoked. I feel like that though we have different roles in the marriage does not mean that we can't be equal and that one is greater than the other. We know the spiritual chronological order, which is, you know, man, wife, children, then everybody else. Well, God, man, wife, children, then everybody else. But at the same time, like, when a decision is made, I talk to him and vice versa. But what were you going to say?
I was going to say, too, then you can't lose your, like, you can't get caught up of, like, playing a role. Because it's like, you don't want to lose yourself. Like, you don't want to, like, say, for instance, like, you're a stay-at-home mom or dad, and, like, you don't have no experience in the working world or in the outside world where you lose yourself. God forbid something happen to your spouse, and now you got to change the role. You lose yourself where you don't know what to do. So,
yes,
like, I feel like you need to have that experience of working, of going out, of like you just taking care of the bills and stuff. Like, if something happened, that's all you know. Yeah. So it's like you can't lose yourself for just playing that one specific role.
Yeah, I agree. I most definitely agree. Kind of like how I was saying about my aunt. Like, her husband always handled everything. That when he passed away, she had no recollection of doing anything. She didn't know how to, like, take care of that. Like, of course she knew how to do her cooking and all that.
Right.
But financially, that's what I'm talking about. Financially, she didn't know how to do anything. Right. Which I feel like you were saying, is a place that you don't want to get, like,
so dependent on that spouse.
Right.
Just in case if you divorce, if it passed.
Like, even in certain marriages, like we were saying too, if both people are both workers, you know what I mean, whether they work from home or outside of the home, that's fine too. I feel like about life is about a balance in what you can find. Like we were saying before in our previous videos, what may work for that couple does not have to work for you, and vice versa. It's what works for you in your home, and every home is different. You know, you just have to find that balance and that happy medium, and to see like what truly works for you.
Right.
You have anything else to add?
No. You?
Me neither. I think that's a good Marriage Monday. So we're going to go ahead and end our Marriage Monday here. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a huge thumbs up. Comment down in the comment section and let us know what you feel like your role is in your marriage, and or if you are more of a traditional marriage or if you're more of a modern marriage. We would love to know. We would love to engage with you guys. Let us know if you guys are enjoying this so that we can know like what other topics you would like to hear from us and our opinion and our perspective. And we really enjoy making these videos, and we hope you guys enjoy watching them. We will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Marriage Mondays. You gonna take Daddy's spot? Okay, so tell us what you want to tell us.
Say hi, my name is Tamir. Okay, bye-bye.